Hello, this is a reading for Sagittarius. It's Marina from the Butterfly Effect. Sagittarius, for the next 7 days, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, you have on the dice the 4th house and Uranus. So it feels like there's an upset at home this week. Your own home, your home of your parents. This can be to do with childhood, property, land. I think this is to do with a child, frankly. I honestly get the whole vibe here of maybe a child going off to either school or college or university, and there being quite a bit of trepidation about that. We have got tin, which is about, well, it's something that's very malleable, very, well, if it's relation to a person, I'm going to say it's someone who's fairly easygoing. And we have gnosis, which is about knowledge, learning, studies, but it's also about being forever changed by some sort of information that comes your way. But we can be over intellectualizing information or knowledge. It's big information. So Uranus saying it can be freedom, liberation, doesn't need to be unsettling. I do have the Tower, however. I just feel that this is, there may be a breaking point. Sometimes tin can refer to a breaking point. It is probably a family connection. I really can't get past the child here, but it can just mean something new, okay? I heard, and I Dream of Jeannie. I don't know who that's for, but I swear that song months and months ago, that came to me in a dream, and I was just humming it all day long, and I was asking colleague after colleague what it was, and everyone knew it, but they didn't know the name of it, and it took weeks, and it was such a relief when we finally discovered this song. So I Dream of Jeannie came through. Don't really know what that relates to for you, but it may have some significance. So we have the Tower and the child here. Now that can relate to a legal matter involving a child. It can speak of a child's education, schooling. It can sometimes be obviously university, but it can be child protection services as well. Or there is maybe a kind of small matter from the past. I don't really feel it's legal. I've got a feeling that someone is very nostalgic here about the past. There may have been a broken home that this child has been part of, or a marriage that dissolved, but there's also a feeling that I think someone is afeared, if you like, or worried. Afeared's too strong a word. That they're going to be lonely, and it's almost like sort of missing, you know, that element of your life, your childhood. So it feels like a child here is about to, you know, go off into the wild unknown and start a brand new venture. And if it's not education, then it is a job, because I do have the anchor coming through here. The child has the 10 of Wands in reverse and the World reverse. And I feel that's a child, if it is a child, unburdening themselves, because there is something that's wrapping up for them, and I feel they don't want this chapter of their lives to wrap up just quite yet, you know. And yet there is opportunities coming through here. This is also my combination of Camelot and gambling institutions as a side message, but this is about opportunities and fun. You know, making new friends, socializing, reconnecting with old friends. It does involve work, you know, so again, I just get this vibe. It's work and play and it's fun, but there's a connection here, and it's more than likely with the mother. Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, about holding on to someone. Yeah. And then we have the clouds, and this is where the stress is coming in, and the stress is literally the Fool in the upright and the Two of Wands in reverse. The stress is this new beginning. It's going off into the unknown. It's making a decision to leave the Two of Wands in the upright. The Two of Wands is, you know, where we have got a level of achievement. We, you know, we're fairly secure, but we're in the castle walls, and now it's a case of having to leave a place of security and safety, and, you know, our childhood, really, somewhere that feels safe. So I mean, this can mean that somebody's very troubled just now. It's, you know, more than likely this child, because that's what it's knighting. They may be feeling a little bit depressed, a little bit low, but there is basically, the worry is over the destination with the anchor. And it can actually be a job. I'd say it could be a brand new job if it's not someone going to university or college. So I feel with the well here, this is about bringing something to the surface here, and unburdening themselves, that they've made a decision. Now this decision brings in the Tower and the Ace of Swords, which is quite dramatic. So I don't know if it means that they're having a change of heart, or they're not going through with something they had committed to. But it may well be that they're just really just bringing to the surface the concerns that they have. The Ace of Swords is about supplying information. I don't know if there's something new. I'm almost afraid to say this because it would relate to my situation, but this would be like a child who's then deciding not to go to university and deciding to go to work, you know, because they don't want to, you know. Okay, anyway, I'll scrub that because that's me. Let's have a look at what this Ace of Swords is. The Ace of Swords for Sag. The Ace of Swords. Right, there's the news, there's the announcement, got something to say. Well, it's the Ace of Swords in reverse here, and then the World. So where we are, I think, unsure down here, and there's a lot of trepidation and worry and fear about, you know, this cycle of life wrapping up. I feel that there is a kind of clearing conversation here, and there's an announcement. The announcement is that somebody's freeing themselves from something. So there may have been, you know, slightly, well, I mean, it is a card of fear. It's fear to look at, you know, it's almost feeling that we feel stuck. I don't feel somebody feels stuck. I feel that somebody is just able to accept that this cycle of the life is wrapped up. And it's a completion, it's a graduation, it's an integration. And as much as there is still some trepidation here, yeah, they ultimately are, they're going to go, if that means anything, either to work or to university or wherever it is they're going. There is a destination here. They are going to go. So I'm going to take you some advice on that, Sagittarius. And as much as I'm talking about a child all the way through, this literally could be you. And the thing I'm talking about is something new. It's something new that, you know, somebody has got some trepidation over, because it means leaving behind, not just leaving home, leaving behind the familiar. And ultimately there are some, you know, good memories there. Okay, Sagittarius. What advice, please, do you have for Sagittarius for the next 7 days? Dream of Genie. What's that all about? Sagittarius advice. What advice can you offer Sagittarius that's listening to this reading? Gratitude. Gratitude is also a card of support for others that have been with you through the way. This particular story is about a woman who does get pregnant and she doesn't have a partner, and she has the support of family and friends to see her through a trialing time. But it basically means that show gratitude, appreciation for the support you've got, and have some faith. Oh, we have got a wee bit of trickery under the deck there. I think we just have to have faith that everything's going to be okay. It's just very much about stepping into the unknown and doing something that is going to be unsettling. And maybe it's just making the announcement, you know, sending the news, and just seeing how the chips fall with that one. Okay, right, Sag, that's your reading. Have a super week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Talk to you later.